within the pages of this book are the words which in some way may convey my true feelings. May I read them to you?
Please do. I long to hear your words of love.
To a primrose. It's a hell of a life in the Legion. The men roam the desert in tents. I'd hate to be in the Legion. It's 300 miles to the gents. Good evening, and may I say, excuse me for quivering with pride. I'm so emotional tonight because it's finally happened, my first series with the BBC. I can't believe it because it's so long since I worked for the BBC. Well, I forget the exact date, but it was the same year that the Queen got married. Because I remember turning to the producer of the show at the time and saying I hope she'll be very, very happy with Prince Albert. The BBC, which as you all know, is a sort of ITV with O-levels. And for me, a mere northerner, it's all so different and so romantic. Down all the corridors of the centre here, the television centre, there are prayer mats. They all point to Billy Cotton's office. When you walk in the place, you're welcomed by those wonderful, sophisticated receptionists. You can tell the receptionists they've got dead ferrets strapped to the nostrils. And the canteen here is marvellous. The wonderful dining room with a choice of menu. Take it or leave it. I'm not saying the food's rotten, but this canteen is to the catering trade what Larry Grayson is to rugby league. In fact, 3 days a week it's a coroner's office. All the producers are well-educated men who talk terribly like that. In fact, they're so pompous the phones don't ring, they clap. You should see my dressing room. Well, somebody should if it's only the health inspector. It's all decorated in period furniture. I don't know how old it is, but the mice wear powdered wigs. There's one thing I've found here. They've assured me they'll move heaven and earth to get this show on the road. I've been told and promised they'll work in shifts if necessary. And that's one thing about the BBC. If you mention work, the shift. So welcome to the show and brilliant.
It's so nice to see you again.
I'd have told him what to do with the show if I'd known I was working with old Fatty.
It really is great to see you, Lulu.
Yeah.
Oh, come back, Elsie and Doris Waters.
So, how have you been keeping, Chubby Chops?
If by the phrase chubby chops you're referring to my broad, honest, open northern features, the answer is I'm doing quite well, thank you.
Don't you like me calling you Chubby Chops?
I'm not ecstatic about it, no. It seems to refer to somebody who is, well, a trifle overweight.
So what's wrong with being fat?
There are some women find portly men attractive.
Yes, fat women.
You leave my wife out of this.
You're a fine one to talk. Your wife and mother-in-law aren't as bad as you make them out to be.
You don't know the half of it, dear. Eh? They make the mafia look like a brownie pack. The mother-in-law came last week to stay with us. As soon as she walked down the street, I knew it was her because next door Savage Alsatian was whimpering. She knocked on the door, I opened it before she blistered the paint. It was pouring with rain. I said, don't stand there getting drenched. Go home. I was just about to shut the door when the dog shot out and bit her on the thigh. I turned to the wife. I said, that's the last straw with that dog. It's going straight to the vets.
You didn't have the dog destroyed.
Oh, no, and its teeth sharpened.
I didn't know you had a dog.
Well, we did have one. We haven't got it now. What happened was the wife threw it a homemade risole. It spent the night in the corner with its paw down its throat. It ran off. We never saw it again. I do remember vaguely going to the police station to try and make some inquiries about it. I'm trying to think when it was.
Yes, sir.
I wish to speak to somebody in authority in navy blue socks.
Well, I am a sergeant, sir, and I happen to be wearing navy blue socks.
Excellent.
Something I can do for you?
Missing dog.
I see.
Belongs to the wife. She's in a state of some distress.
That's understandable, sir. Can you give me a description?
About 5'3" with a face you could chop firewood with.
No, sir, I want a description of the dog.
Ah. Siberian puddle maker.
Siberian
puddle
puddle
maker.
maker.
Rare.
Indeed.
Hunter.
Hunter?
The best.
At hunting what?
Tortoises.
Tortoises?
Oh, yeah. He gets one whiff of a tortoise and he's off after it like a shot.
Are you trying to be funny?
It's too late for that now. I'm worried about the dog.
When did you lose this dog, sir?
Monday.
Monday.
About 2:30 in the afternoon.
2:30 p.m.
1947.
1947.
Give or take a year.
The door's over there.
I don't want a door. I didn't come in for a door. I got plenty of doors at home. You'd think me a right nut if I came here to report a missing, no, wouldn't you?
Out.
But you don't understand. What am I going to tell the wife?
I don't know.
It's a problem.
Well, you got to go and face her.
That's another problem.
Look, will you clear out of here?
Now, look here, I demand my rights. I evade my taxes like any other good citizen does.
Out!
Don't understand. It's not just the dog I'm worried about. It's the wife's mother.
Well, what's she got to do with it?
She was walking the dog at the time. She's not come back either.
Your mother-in-law has been missing since 1947 and only just reporting it now.
I didn't miss it till yesterday. She's small.
For the last time, will you get out of here?
You've not heard the last of this. I warn you, it's time for work. But you'll hear from me.
Can't stop dancing just because the music's gone. You know I can't stop dancing, no. Just because the band is packed up and gone home. You know I can't stop dancing just because the music's gone. 'Cause if you keep on dancing, yeah, and if you keep on dancing, well, if you keep on dancing, you're gonna turn the music back on. Yeah, yeah. There's a rhythm in the universe, and the music is always there. But whenever things go wrong, sometimes it's so hard to bear. Just the same, we've got to move with God. And if you don't, you're gonna be left behind. Just remember that the beat goes on. Pretty soon they're gonna sing your song. You know I can't stop dancing just because the music's gone. Said I can't stop dancing, no, just because the band's packed up and gone home. You know I can't stop dancing just because the music's gone. 'Cause if you keep on dancing, yeah, if you keep on dancing, oh, if you keep on dancing, gonna turn the music back on. Yeah, yeah.
know that the prose of William Shakespeare enriched the English language. But what we're not too sure about is what his private life was like. For instance, was he married to Anne Hathaway? Or were they merely just good Elizabethan friends? Well, we've done some research on this matter, and some very startling facts have come to light. And one is that Anne Hathaway was not her real name. No, her real name was Gladys Boothroyd. She was the daughter of a tripe merchant from Barnsley. And at the time, she was working in Stratford-upon-Avon in a discount store. And Bill Shakespeare went in one day for a quarto of foolscap. He said, "My dear, what would you take off for cash?" She said, "Everything but my earrings." Well, they did have an instant rapport, and they can't touch you for it now, so here is a snippet of their private lives. I must get it right. Must get it right. Romeo, Romeo, where the hell are you? No. That's not it. Oh, these ballpoint quills are hopeless. Last time I was a cash and carry. Waste of time.
Are you still doing that silly old writing, William? When are you going to get yourself a proper job?
How many times I've got to tell you, woman, I've got a proper job. I'm the Bard of Avon.
That's about all you're fit for, selling cosmetics.
My dearest cloth-eared crone. This is Stratford-upon-Avon. It's not easy writing all these plays. Gadzooks, woman, I'm knackered. Now stop nagging and go and thatch your knickers.
What are you writing about this time?
Hello, sailor.
Hello, sailor.
Yes, Romeo and Jack.
Romeo and Jack? Oh, that don't sound right to me.
No, I may change it to Romeo and Juliet.
I've never heard such rubbish in all my life.
Rubbish. What would you know? You've no taste. You uncultured harridan. What was it you said about my last play?
I should think so, too. What was it called again? Hamlet, Ponce of Denmark.
Oh, woman, scoff. But one day I shall be famous. People will flock from all over the world to feast their eyes upon my complete works.
You dirty little devil. And how can you call this stuff works of art?
What? How? What? They are works of art. Oh, grief. No end to this infamy. Listen. Friends, Romans and countrymen, let me have a quid till Saturday. What about this one, eh? If music be the food of love, hang on while I go and fetch me banjo. Priceless pearls.
It's rubbish, all of it. Why don't you face up to it, William? You can't write to save your life. I think your work's dull and downright boring.
Do you really mean that?
I do. It's dull and downright boring.
Well, in that case, there's only one thing for it.
What?
I shall have to write for Crossroads.
Oh,
Rush up your Shakespeare. Start quoting him now. Rush up your Shakespeare. And the women you will wow. Boom, boom.
if your mom won't respond when you flatter her.
Just tell her what Tony told Cleopatra. Rush up your Shakespeare. And they'll all kowtow. Please, look at that. Stuntman on the Muppets. What about it, she marvellous? She can kickstart Bowens. Keep at it, kid.
Go with the Hammond to Hamlet. They will not give a damn or a damlet.
If your baby is pleading for pleasure, let it sample your measure for measure. Rush up your Shakespeare, and they'll all kowtow and how they'll all kowtow.
I still think it's rubbish, and I don't know if I will get you.
One of the things that most people enjoy, people of all ages, is a visit to the zoo. The other week, I took the wife to the zoo. It was quite an experience. Every time she walked past the lion's cage, the lion picked up a chair and whip. The only trouble I find with taking the wife to the zoo is I have to buy 2 tickets. One to get her in and one to get her out. But although we enjoy the zoo, let's remember that they themselves have problems, administrative problems. Come in, Fripson.
Oh, there you are, sir. If you're busy, I quite understand. I can always come back a little later on.
I said, come in, Fripson.
Yes, sir.
Sit down, Fripson.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Fripson, what do you call this?
It appears to be one of our tiger cubs, sir. Indian tiger cub, that one, sir, yes.
Good. Indian tiger cub, yes. Do you notice anything peculiar about it, Fripson?
Well, sir,
I think we both agree that it's not its normal frisky self this morning.
yes, sir.
And we both know why that is, don't we, Fripson?
Yes, sir. It's been stuffed, sir.
I'm sorry, Fripson.
It's been stuffed, sir.
Exactly. Who stuffed it?
I did, sir.
I did, sir.
So,
Fripson, how long have you worked as a keeper at this zoo?
4.5 weeks, sir.
4.5 weeks. And during that time, you've managed to stuff 19 lions, 8 leopards, 45 Maasai giraffes, and the major part of the African Wildlife Reserve. 17 raccoons, 24 New World monkeys, a Polynesian hermit crab, and a hippopotamus. Why, Fripson?
I want to be a taxidermist, sir.
A taxidermist?
Yes, sir. You see, for as long as I can remember, I've always wanted to go into taxidermy, you see, sir. And while I was here, I thought I'd get in a bit of practice. It's ever so interesting, sir. It really is interesting.
I don't think Rodney, the Indian tiger cub, would agree with you on that point. Do you realise what you're doing to this place, Fripson? Eh? Nothing moves anymore. I've just come up from the chimpanzee tea party. One table surrounded by a load of inanimate, lifeless monkeys. It looks like a meeting of the shadow cabinet. Fripson, it's not good enough. And that snake house is an utter disgrace, too.
I never went nowhere near a snake house, sir.
No? What do you call this, then, eh? A floral billiard cue? What the hell am I supposed to do with that, Fripson? Don't answer that.
Probably just got a bit of a stiff neck this morning, sir.
Good try, Fripson. Good try. I suppose I can take it that the grizzly bear out there is your handiwork?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry about that one, sir, yeah.
Sorry, Fripson, sorry. 2 days ago, that was the most ferocious beast in captivity. Now it squeaks when you press its tummy.
Just thought it might be an interesting thing to try out, sir.
Fripson, the public notice things like this. People are already beginning to notice that the donkey rides are not as long as they used to be. As regards the hippopotamus, I've only got 2 questions to ask. 1, what did you find to stuff a 20-ton hippopotamus with? And 2, what the hell ever happened to our collection of 4,000 hamsters? Where they got to?
I think you're exaggerating the problem, sir. I mean, he never moved very much, did he, really? And anyway, no one's going to notice what I did to the male hippopotamus, sir.
Wrong, Thripson. The female hippopotamus has already noticed. It's coming up to the mating season.
Sorry, sir, I didn't realise that. Sorry.
Didn't realise. How do you think she feels now?
Relieved, possibly, sir? I mean, look at it this way, sir. At least you won't have to worry about the floor collapsing again this year, will you?
I can't take much more of this, Thripson. I could quote dozens of cases. That gent Umbrella of yours. That started out in life as a Malay fruit bat. You're obsessed with stuffing everything. I can't take any more. I wash my hands on you, Thripson. I've sent for the head keeper. It's up to him to decide what should be done with you. Yes?
The head keeper is here, sir.
Send him in.
Sir, I just thought I'd like to... Sir, about the head keeper...
Shut up, Thripson.
No, sir, please don't...
Shut up.
Not the head keeper, so I think I ought to express...
I'm not listening to you
Sir,
because there's something wrong with you. There's something...
Are the stars out tonight?
Yes, they are.
I don't know if they're cloudy or bright.
Look, there's a star.
'Cause I only have eyes for you. And you, the moon may be high, but I can't see a thing in the sky. 'Cause I only have eyes for you, you, and you. I don't know if we're in a garden. We're not in a garden. Or on a crowded avenue. You are here, so am I.
Look, there's a star.
Maybe millions of people pass by.
Yes, there they are.
But they're all disappear from you.
That's true.
And I only have eyes for you. You are here, so am I.
Look, there's a star.
Maybe millions of people pass by.
Yes, there they are.
But they all disappear from view. And I only have eyes for you.
Only have eyes for you. You. Only have eyes for you. Lulu.
It seems hard to believe that it's now 1978. The years seem to roll on. Let's hope it's a bountiful one for all of us. We've all gone through sticky patches. 1964 is a year that I still look back on with a barely suppressed shudder. That was the year I was out of work so often that one of my insurance stamps was worth more than a penny black. That was the year I should have been on a tour in a revival of the musical The King and I with Dame Vera Lynn. They had to cancel it, she wouldn't have her head shaved. Yes, 1964. That was the year the wife had an accident at work. From what we can make out, a hot rivet dropped down her drawers and she fell off the oil rig. Still remember sitting at the table before they repossessed it in the kitchen. in late November looking at a heap of unpaid bills. There were gas and electricity demands that were so old they were written in Latin on goatskin. There was a letter from the bank which obviously contained information about the size of my deposit account. Because when I opened the envelope, it went... There was a somewhat terse note from a team of kidnappers saying that if I didn't pay the full ransom money on the wife's mother, they'd send her back. I felt so depressed. I just sat there and numbed and began to wonder what life was all about. Just then the wife came in. She lurched in from the kitchen. She'd obviously been getting the breakfast ready because she was still carrying the fire extinguisher. Well, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying she burns everything, but we set the table with an altar cloth. She was in a foul temper. She started to scream and she kicked her teeth over a nest of tables. She said, I badly need a new dress. I said, what's wrong with the one you've got on? She said, nothing, but we're going on buses. The train in Vale's filthy. What annoys me is there's a perfectly good rig out of her mother's in the wardrobe, and she won't wear it. And all it needs is the sleeves pressing and the swastika's taking off. Suddenly something snapped. The thin veneer of civilization I just couldn't take anymore. I just wandered out to where we lived. We lived in a pretty filthy area. In fact, gypsies used to come round with clothes pegs made of soap. What an area. Grimy hunched warehouses severing the skyline with dissipated profiles. Soap-bearded tenements gazing eyeless onto litter-pitted streets. Garish bingo halls retching pools of pallid illumination onto dog-fouled cobbles. I remember it was bitterly cold. In fact, it was so cold, brass monkeys were going round lagging one another. I was just about to mug a baby for his rusk. To my consternation, I saw my father kneeling in front of an altar in a decrepit chapel. Can you imagine how I felt? For I hadn't seen my dad since the day he bought me a bugle, opened the front door and told me to blow. He looked so boyish with his prison haircut. Same old suit, which was so old every time a band played the Lancers, the trousers broke into a gallop. I put my arm round his thinning shoulders. I said, hello, Daddy. He looked at me with grief haunting his features. He said, hello, son! In his soft, cultured voice. He said, you're too late. Your mother's gone. She's up there. He pointed heavenward with a soiled digit. I fought back the tide of emotion. I said, never mind, Daddy, she's at peace now. She's with the angels, isn't she? He said, no, she's knocking the lead off the roof. You have impeccable taste. And for those of you who thirst for culture, here's the part of the show you've all been waiting for with bated breath. Myself, a pianoforte, and the songs of yesteryear. Thank you. he can't wheel.